Your phone opens nothing, no app, no tap, no screen, yet a flight changes, a ticket arrives, and everything is done. That is the bet Apple, Google, and OpenAI are making, not deleting apps, but making your hands unnecessary. The question is not whether this feels convenient. The question is what disappears when you stop walking through the process. Think about the last time you had to change a real flight, not for fun, but because plans broke. You opened email, searched the booking, jumped into the airline app, logged in, forgot the password, and started over. Then came the conditions, the change fee, the tiny screens, the endless buttons. Nothing impossible, just quietly exhausting. For years, that was normal. If you wanted an outcome, you had to personally crawl through every step. You were the middle layer. Every option passed through your eyes before it became an action. Now imagine saying one sentence. Change my flight to tomorrow morning. Warn me about fees, then send confirmation. Then you return to work. No waiting, no staring, no second screen, no extra tap from your hand. Later, the email arrives. The new ticket is there. The calendar shifts. The task is finished without you. It sounds like the same old app experience, only faster. But the real change is stranger than speed. Before, each screen gave you a chance to pause, compare, cancel, or change your mind before moving forward. Now you state the target, and the rest happens somewhere outside your sight, inside a hidden execution layer. That is where the role of the app begins to bend. Because apps were never the destination. For more than a decade, companies competed to make apps prettier, faster, smoother, and harder to leave. Users learned the rituals, where to book, where to cancel, where to check history, where to complain. But look closer. An app is only a human-shaped interface placed in front of a machine-shaped system. You think buttons mean control. In reality, they translate your desire into steps the system already understands. You want to change a ticket, but first you must obey the airline app's exact path. You want to cancel a service, but you must find the exact corner where cancellation is allowed. Then AI agents arrive with a different rule. They do not need the front door at all. They do not need buttons, menus, animations, or patience. They go behind the facade and call the API directly. When you say change the flight, the agent does not browse like a person pretending to be you. It checks the booking, reads conditions, compares options, chooses the route, executes the change, and returns one result. The process still exists, but you are no longer inside it, watching the levers move, step by step. This is no longer theory. Payment systems are already preparing wallets and budgets for agents to spend from. An agent can negotiate, buy a service, and complete payment while no human types an OTP on screen. That sounds like speed, but the consequence is visibility. Fewer steps for you means fewer chances to see what vanished. You no longer see rejected choices, priority rules, hidden fees, or better paths that failed your wording. At first, this feels wonderful. The boring work evaporates, and the tiny decisions stop biting your day. You say what you want, the system handles the rest, and for a while it feels like freedom. Then a quieter question appears in the finished result. How much of that outcome did you actually decide yourself? Ask for the cheapest hotel near the center, and the agent may obey perfectly while still missing what matters. Cheapest does not mean best. Quiet, comfort, safety, and mood may never enter the calculation unless you say them. The agent is not wrong. It simply performs inside the border you drew with your words. And because you no longer inspect the path yourself, you stop noticing everything outside that border too. This spreads beyond travel. Agents can schedule meetings, filter email, answer simple messages, and optimize spending. Each task alone is reasonable. Together they create a day where decisions happen before you arrive. You still set goals, but you stop walking through the process that teaches you what those goals really cost. The shift is huge, yet it arrives softly, because every individual shortcut feels helpful in the moment. And companies feel it too. Their old advantage was the screen itself. Design, branding, habit, and attention. But agents do not care about beautiful colors, clever copy, or how long you stay inside an app. They care about data, price, time, terms, availability. If a system is hard to access, it may vanish. In that world, being seen is weaker than being reachable. The old app economy starts to shake. Remove the interface, and you also remove the final human checkpoint where responsibility used to stop. An Air Canada passenger asked a chatbot about a refund policy. The bot promised money the company later denied. In court, the airline argued the agent acted independently, as if no employee had approved the promise. The court forced compensation, but the warning was larger. Unnamed machines can now create real obligations. So the deepest question is not about companies or tools. It is about the place you still occupy. When you hand over the middle steps, you save time. That part is real, and it matters. But you also lose the small pauses where you once asked yourself, am I sure about this? When those pauses disappear, you may still choose, but you stop noticing the moment choice happened. Everything still runs smoothly. The ticket arrives, the calendar shifts, the screen stays dark, and you're no longer in the middle.